Hello, talking about random shit, part 14 this time. I watched episode 1 of Last of Us, and it's actually really good. I liked it. I really enjoyed that. It kept close to the original of the source material, and it really is good. People want to complain about the showrunners. They're not. I don't care. I don't care. As long as they keep it close to the source material, but also kind of fix some of the problems in the fucking game from the story aspect, I'm cool with it. They fixed the problem that I had. Well, not a problem, but a thing that I was kind of like into, and it was the reason why Joel go after Robert. There was no reason for Joel to really be hunting Robert down for some stupid ass guns. There was no reason for that. That was stupid. For guns, that shit was stupid. So it was kind of smart that they went a route where it's like he went after Robert because his brother is in Wyoming and he's in trouble because he hasn't heard from his brother in a while. So he's like, "Fuck, I need to go get my brother." So Robert fucked us on a deal with the battery because he promised that he would get us a battery so I can get my car or truck so I can go to Wyoming and go find out what's wrong with my brother. And he was gonna go get him for that shit, which makes sense because it's like that's personal. And Joel was all about family. That's his character. Yeah, he cares about his family. That's all he cares about is family above everything else. Family. So it makes sense that he's going after Robert for that. And that was good. The infected are when you first see the first stages of the infection, them motherfuckers crazy. When you look at I watch Anthony Caliber speed run Last of Us, and I seen Last of Us and all that stuff, and I saw how the infected AI acts and stuff from like a non speedrunner perspective and also regular run perspective from when people play it, and I'm like, that's the difference between the infected and the game in the game and in the show is a night and day difference. The infected in the game are like fucking babies compared to the infected in the show. Them niggas are crazy. Nigga, I watched this nigga jump clear over a rack full of shit, clean over the rack, and proceed to fucking hunt after Joel and fucking Sarah. That shit was crazy. And I thought that was cool. I thought it was really good. And I didn't realize because it was so good. The voice acting was so good. I didn't realize it was different. That it sounded just like Tommy and Sarah. That the voice acting was so good that it actually damn near sounded like the originals. Like if you close, like I remember when I watched the review from Andy Calver, he pointed out something I didn't even notice. The voice acting. He pointed out the voice acting that about how they sound so close to the originals. I'm like, that's good. That's really good. And then also how Marlene is literally the actress who voiced the actress for Marlene is the voice actress for Marlene in the game. It's the same person. Which actually took me for a loop. It hit me for a loop. I was like, whoa, I'm surprised. And I was like, that shit good. It makes it even better to me. It made it even better. To me, it made it even better when I found out those details. That shit made it even better. The infected actually feel like a threat. They look like a threat. They're actually a threat. Joel's reasoning to go after Robert makes fucking sense now. It didn't make sense in the first game. Over guns, bro. What were you gonna do with those guns in the first place? You see what I'm saying? That don't make sense. Oh, he gonna get Robert for the guns. And if they were to get the guns, what were they gonna do with them? Where were they gonna hide the guns? You know, it didn't make sense. And they made it make sense. They made that part make sense. And then having the moment where Joel has a flashback of his daughter's death when he was getting held up by that dude he was giving the guard he gave pills to earlier in the show. When he had that flashback and beat that nigga to death, I was like, that's some hard shit right there. And the death of Sarah was hard as fuck too. I was like, damn. Even when I watched, it's like, shit, it's still hard as hell. And then you can hear Tommy's like, Joel. You can hear him just like Joel. You can just tell, and you can look at Tommy, and you see his face, and he's like, Joel, come on. because he knows Sarah's dying. He knows she's finna die, and you can hear the desperation in Joel's voice. When the actor for Joel, you can hear the desperation in his voice for Tommy to help him get Sarah up. You can hear the desperation. You can hear it. And I'm like, that's some good shit. And then I went and said, you know what? Let me check out the channels that said it's gonna be woke flop and shit after I watch this episode and see how the comments looking after the episode. And as predicted, they didn't change their views. They just still said the same shit over and over again because, you know, it's all about content to them. It's not about actually being honest and enjoying the actual shit and actually being honest and actually doing, real journalism and shit like that. Fuck all that. It's about a dollar. It ain't about none of that shit. And half the motherfuckers didn't even watch the shit. Half the motherfuckers saying the shit they're saying about the show hadn't watched the shit yet. They hadn't even watched the episode. And I'll keep my eye open. So if they do talk about it and they talk about their review on the episode, I'll make another video and say, hey, I watched their reviews of the episode and I'll talk about it. But I doubt they're going to do that because that will take honesty. That will take honesty. That will take something that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? That'll take something that they don't have, honesty and truth. I legit, the first thing I said that when I saw this fucking thing coming out, I said this shit gonna be ass. I straight up said that shit. The moment I saw Last of Us 2, the show, I said this shit gonna be ass. That was the first thing I said because I already seen the game, I seen the story. Like, there's no reason to keep going. Like, what they gonna do with it? And it's interesting. They actually did something interesting. They changed it up. They did some different shit in it. They made it a little bit different. They showed that Joel was way more detached to the world than he was. Here's one thing I have a gripe with. This is a personal, stupid gripe with me. This is stupid. This is personal. Why the fuck is the infection like this? Okay, I gotta explain. When they test you, it says green for good and red for bad. I mean, red is good. Wait, red is bad. Green is good. I fucking hate that shit. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb as hell. I dead ass sat there and said they killed that child without just cause. They killed that child without just cause. They just murdered that child. And then I realized when I saw test get tested and it was green, I was like, oh, green means good, red means bad. That is fucking stupid. When you take a test, it says negative whenever you get tested for something. If you get tested for HIV and it comes back negative, that means you good. That means you ain't got it. And if you come back positive, that means you got the shit. See what I'm saying? That's what got me. That's the only gripe I got. That's the only gripe I got. That's the only one I got. That shit pissed me off. I mean, that shit's stupid. But that's just a design choice. That's their choice in that. That's a personal gripe. But it doesn't break the immersion or nothing. I saw it and I was like, fuck, that's stupid. But it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt my experience with the show anyway. It didn't hurt my experience. The infected looked good. I like the fact that when you saw the first stage of the infection, you could see the cordyceps in their mouth. You could see the actual shit in their mouth as they're fucking with the body and trying to like infect the other body and shit. You can see it as they got the little cordyceps come out their mouth and stuff, like how it would do with the ant, where the ant would pop out little fungi to infect other. You know what I mean? That was good. I like that. And then it would go back in their body when they saw another person. You could see it in the scene where Sarah goes in the house and sees the family that she was supposed to hang out with when she got back from school. She hung out with. You could see them, and you could see that the old woman had the cordyceps come out her mouth, and she was trying to fuck with the other body. And then she noticed Sarah, and it went back in her mouth, and she went after Sarah. I thought that was good, and that was an interesting take on it. I thought it was very interesting. And then when I looked back at the show, I was like, now that's an infection I'll be scared of. Them niggas running like demons. They're like demons. They're on demon time. They scary as fuck. They scary as hell compared to compared to the actual video game version of these infected, I think these bitches are scarier than the actual infected in the game. They're scarier because these niggas hopping over fucking shelves and shit coming after your ass. The infected in Last of Us 2 don't do that. I don't think so. I ain't seen no infected just hop like legit full sprint, hop clean over a shelf just to get at your ass. I ain't never seen that in Last of Us 2. They didn't even do that in Last of Us 2. That shit, I don't think they did. That shit crazy. I think that shit crazy. That's some crazy looking shit. And I like that. I like that. I have high hopes for this. I have high hopes. But I also gotta have my shit. You have to have your shit grounded. High hopes, but grounded. I have high hopes. The first episode was good. I can't wait. I'm waiting for the second one. I ain't gonna say can't wait. I'm gonna say I'm waiting for the second one. I'm waiting for the second one. I have high hopes, but I'm grounded. I'm also grounded. I'm high hopes, but grounded. Cause that was a good episode. And the whole race swapping shit, it threw me off. It threw me off, yeah. But she did sound like Sarah, so it didn't fully throw me off because she still sounds just like Sarah. Like if you were to close your eyes, you could hear it. You could hear it. You could hear it. It sounded like Sarah. Like it did not feel unbelievable. Her voice did not feel. It didn't feel unbelievable when I heard her talk. When I heard her talk, it didn't feel unbelievable. It didn't feel unbelievable at all. Same thing with Tommy. So that was good. They did a good job there. They made sure they did a good job there. Yeah, you can complain about the showrunners being stupid, saying video games this and video games that, but suck a dick, nigga. Niggas can have an opinion. That doesn't change their art. You know what I mean? You want to complain about how, oh, you're all these people hating on Kanye West when he made good albums because of his opinion, political opinions, and then when it's time for that, for the same to give the same levity to other people, if they don't share your opinions, you don't want to give them that levity. That shit bullshit. Don't do that shit. Don't come around here sitting there saying you need to give them a chance. It's not fair that you sit here and treat them and say mean things about these people and their because of their opinions and their art, and you say shit on their art because of their opinions. That's not right. That's not fair. That's bullshit. Because you don't even believe that. Because you instantly did the same shit you complain about. You did the same motherfucking shit. Oh, you don't share my opinion, so you don't share my opinion, so your art sucks. That's what you just did. You did the exact same thing you complained about. You did the exact same shit. So it's fucking bullshit. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for what their opinions were. I cared about the art. You know what I mean? That's what you say. That's what you always say. Care about the art, not their fucking opinions. Watch the art. Judge the art for what it is. The art. That's what you do. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Because that's what you always fuckers. That's what all you fucking losers say. All you fucking woke this, woke that fucking losers who all they can do is say woke 24 goddamn 7 when they don't like something. You fucking losers. All you say is that. So you told me to do that. So I did that. And I think the episode was good. I judged it on the merits of that episode. And that episode was good. I thought it was a good episode. So what the fuck I'm supposed to change my opinion about the episode because he had an opinion I didn't like about the video games? Oh no, he didn't like video games. He think video games suck. Oh no. Ain't you the same people who say if these people don't believe in the LGBTQ community, then you should. If they don't, you always hating shows when they don't believe in your same politics. Well, these people don't believe in the same. They don't believe in video games, and they don't like video games like that, and they don't like video games like that. So they have an opinion you don't like. So why do you instantly say the episode sucks? Huh? Why did you say the episode sucks without watching it? Because of their opinion about video games. You obviously don't hold yourself to your own arguments, so that's why I don't watch that shit. I don't watch their shitty ass content. Each one of them. Every last one of them. Yellow Flash, all them motherfuckers. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. The Yellow Flash, all them motherfuckers. Every last one. Ryan something, all you motherfuckers. All y'all the fucking same. You all fucking trash. You say, oh, if they don't share your political opinions, you instantly say the art sucks. You do the same motherfucking shit. You do the same motherfucking shit you complain about. Y'all fucking dog shit. Every last one of you. I'll call you out 100%. I don't give a fuck about your fan base. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't care what the fuck you got to say. Because you prove, the way you acted, the way y'all did your little videos, y'all proved my point. Each one of y'all bitches who made your little videos proved my point. You proved my point. You proved my fucking point. With your own videos, y'all proved my point correctly. You all proved my goddamn point. That's why I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Because you proved my point. With all your little shitty videos, y'all proved my point. Because as soon as a motherfucker did not agree with had your same opinions, you instantly said the episode was garbage without even watching the shit. I watched the shit. I think it was alright. I think it was a good show. I think it was a good episode. So, I think it was a good episode. That don't mean it's gonna be a season episode 2 gonna be good. That don't mean shit. A good pilot episode does not mean episode 2 gonna be good. That do not mean episode 2 gonna be good. That does not mean shit. Having a good episode for episode 1 does not mean you're gonna have a good episode 2. And that's true. That's the truth. Just because you have a good episode 1 doesn't make you have an episode 2 good. That's truth. So I keep my shit. I keep it baseline. I keep it where it's at. I keep it there. It's not hard to, I am fair. I'm always fair. I didn't think Velma was that bad. Maybe because for me, it's really hard to say a show sucks. It's really hard for me to say a show. It's not hard for me to say a show sucks, but it's hard for me to hate a show, like really hate a show. You gotta really make me not enjoy my time watching. Like you had to make me feel like I'm wasting my time watching this shit. I have so many shows back. People like Teletubbies. I fucking can't stand Teletubbies. I cannot stand that shit. If you cut on Teletubbies, I'll fucking say you're retarded. People like Teletubbies. I think that shit dog shit. There are shows that I think are dog shit. What's this shit called? Hey Jesse, dog shit. You might like it, dog shit to me. Hey Jesse's dog shit. That shit is dog shit. You know what I mean? I don't enjoy my time watching the shit. That's how I rate movies and shows. If I don't enjoy my time watching this shit, then I don't like it, That's the way I do it. I don't do this whole it has to be faithful. I don't care. If I enjoy my time watching, then the show's good to me. Then I like the show. I think the show is good to me, at least. So when I watched the Velma's episode 1 and 2, I was like, it's something I can watch. If it came on, I'll watch it. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. I can watch it. It's a watchable show. That's what I felt about Velma. It's a watchable show. You can watch the show. It ain't something where it's like a hood classic like American Dragon, or let's say the old school Scooby-Doo, or Kick Buttowski, or a regular show, or goddamn Ed and Eddie, Avatar, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you catch where I'm going with it, I can sit here and say it's not a certified hood classic. Fuck no, it's not. It really ain't. But it's a watchable show. It's a watchable show. The Rifleman. I love the Rifleman. That's a good show too. I love the Rifleman. But yeah, that's how I am. Like if it's a watchable show, then I watch it. As long as it's watchable, it got to be watchable. It can't be, well, they do all the fan service bullshit that I want to watch Dragon Ball Z Super, the one with the fanfics, the whole fan fiction shit. I do, because it's what I like, fan fiction. It's the super uber fan fiction that I want. It's my kind of bust a nut material type shit, because I'm such an uber fan of like GT and stuff, having Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Kaioken, full power Super Saiyan 4 Vegito fighting this person. Like that shit makes me I'm a coon to it, I'm a coomer. I'm a coon to that, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't got a chance to get into it. And I was kind of wishing they would do a English dub of the shit, but I doubt they're gonna do English dub. You'll probably find a fan dub, and that's gonna be what fan dubs are. Fan dubs, unless they do a bridge, and then that'll be funny. And now I watch that because a bridge is funny. The abridged version of Dragon Ball Z is actually really good. I like the abridged. Dragon Ball Z abridged is really good. I fucks with it. But that's my take on Last of Us 2. I mean, not Last of Us 2, but Last of Us. The show, it's good. The episode was good. They had a lot of good parts in that episode. Not a lot of complaints. I like the part where the infected acted crazy and they were super dangerous and they actually were a threat and you can feel that they are a fucking threat. I don't know how they're going to do the Fireflies because I still think they're assholes because their plan is dog shit. We're going to attack literal districts where people live and make it harder on them with I can't say their name because I'm gonna say FIB. My bad. I know that's not the name. Fedra. That's the name. Fedra. Like hitting them and shit. It makes the life harder for the people who live in those districts. It makes their life harder. It doesn't help those people when you be acting like. But you're basically acting like a terrorist. You're hurting these people. You're hurting the people that we fight for freedom. Cool. Freedom and liberation from the dictatorship. Cool. I understand. I can see what you're saying. But your actions are causing more harm to the people you're trying to help. You're causing more harm to these people. These people are suffering because of you. And because of your action, the way you're acting is making their lives harder. You can see the effects. You can see that even a federal soldier told Joel, don't come outside. Stay your ass outside for a while. Because the soldiers now are fucking trigger happy. They will shoot anyone outside. They don't give a fuck. If you're outside, out of curfew, you're getting shot. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if you're a firefly or not. They're that trigger happy. You could be outside smoking a fucking cigarette, your ass getting your head blown off. You know what I mean? You're making the lives of these people in these quarantine zones harder on them. And I can see why they want liberation and freedom for those people, but you're also making it harder for them to live. You're making their lives harder. Because Fedra's cracking down on them too. They're cracking down on the people. They're cracking super hard on those people. So you can see both sides of the coin. You're looking at like the people. There was a dude with no arms. No arms. He living in a quarantine zone. You can see him with no arms, just chilling, making their lives harder. And I like the scene where Joel, when I didn't know this was Tess. So when I watched Anthony Caliber's video of him talking about a review, I didn't notice. There was things I missed. And he caught because he's a super fan. He's a super fan of Last of Us. So he caught these things. I missed them. I didn't know that the person that Joel was working with when they were taking the bodies and dumping them in the fire was Tess. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was Tess. So when I saw her, I thought it was just some random chick. So when I saw her, she was like, I can't do it. She saw this little child. She was like, I can't do it. You go ahead and do it. He picks this child up and just dumps her in the fire. Just dumps the child in the fire. Didn't give a damn. And I'm like, you can tell Joel is disconnected. You can see the disconnection of humanity from him. Like he don't see there's nothing in him. Like with Tess, he's like, fuck, I can't do it. I can't pick this child and put it in the fire. I can't do this shit. I can't do it for me. It's like, all right, I'll do it. Pick the little child up and throw it in the fire without no concern. And I was like, okay, you can see Joel's disconnection from the world. You can see it. So his disconnection is much easier. You can see it. He lost his child. And the pain he felt, you can see that shit. It was impactful. Those scenes were good. They were really good. The whole I made a joke when I was watching it. When Sarah went to go fix the watch, I made a fucking joke. I was like, bitch, I ain't leaving. I spent $20. He tried to charge me. He was making jokes of charging me $30 to fix this watch for my dad for his present for his birthday. You ain't about to just push me out the motherfucking door. I'm about to see this shit work. Fuck out of here. That was the joke. And she got the watch fixed, and they did the whole segment. I sell hardcore drugs. You know what I'm saying? They basically took from the game. Even if this dude hates the game and whatever, he still paid homage to the game and paid respects. And it was still good scenes. There was still good scenes between the two. It didn't feel forced or nothing. It felt good. It felt organic, which is what really matters. You know, just because you can make a video game show, a show from the video game, doesn't mean interjecting dialogue makes it good. You know, but it didn't feel like it was forced. That's what I'm saying. It didn't feel forced at all. And her leg being her, it wasn't her leg broke. It was her ankle. It was her ankle instead. And that instead of this scene just how this scene fucked me up because I was expecting. This is how I expected. I was expecting them driving through. We can't stop here, Tommy. I can't drive through. There's people here, Joel. All right, find a new way. Go backwards. All right. And I thought that there was going to be a car that hits them. But no, it was this fucking plane coming from the fucking sky. Boom, bam, hits the fucking thing and a bunch of pieces come flying, hits the car, fuck the car and flip the car up. I was like, nah, that shit had me. That shit shocked me because it was out of nowhere. It was an actual shocking scene to me because I wasn't expecting it. It was good because you were expecting something, and the expectation, the disbelief, boom, caught you off guard. Hit your ass left field. Hit your ass left field. You weren't ready for it. It was good. That was good. That plane falling down, hitting the ground, and the parts flying ahead, hitting the car and flipping the car and shit. That was great. That scene was perfect. Even the scene when the family's like, we have room, we can do it. They can sit in the back. It's like, no, we just go. Someone else will pick them up that felt good too. Those scenes felt great. So yeah, I'm gushing about the show. I'm gushing about the episode because it was a really good episode. To me, it was. Maybe you don't like it. Who knows? It's up to you. I'm not trying to convince you anything. I'm just telling you how I felt about the show. And what matters is your opinion. How do you feel about it? You watch it for yourself. You give it that 50-50 shot. Say, hey, impress me. Go for it. I'm going to sit here and give you a fair shake. Show me what you got. And I did that exact same. I came in there saying it's going to be, I said, when I first found out, ass. Said it was going to be ass the moment I heard it was coming out. I said it was ass. And I said, you know what? That's not fair. Let's give it a fair shake. And I gave it a fair shake, and I liked the first episode. So that's me. That's how I was seeing it. But it's up to you. So I suggest giving it the fair shake it needs. Give it a fair shake. Give that show the fair shake it needs. Give it that fair shake. Don't come in there with no bias. None of that shit. Just come in there fair and balanced. Just watch it and see how you feel about it. And you can comment. You can come here and comment and say, "Oh, it's dog shit. Shut the fuck up. You're just a dick rider. Whatever." I'm willing to hear you out in the comments. I'll read your comment and I'll read them and see and respond and stuff. I'm willing to listen and hear y'all out. I'm all about that. That's what's important. Hearing people's other side, how they saw it and stuff. But you gotta have. Well, some people just hate shit just to hate it, which is okay. I don't blame you. Sometimes it's just fun to hate something. You know what I mean? It's fun to hate something. Sometimes it's just fun to hate something. I can see it. I can understand it. I've done it before, where it's like a show that's good, and you just like, this shit sucks ass. This show's fucking dog shit. And it's like, how can you say it's dog shit? It's dog shit and don't have a reason. It's just fun to hate something, It's always fun to hate something. I get behind it. I can understand it. But I won't respond to those comments. But I'll respond to the comments who actually give their real life gripes about it and stuff, and I'll respond and say, hey, I see what you're saying. I'll rewatch it and stuff. You know what I mean? See where you're coming from and all that other stuff and rewatch it, Because that's what it's all about. That's all it's all about. That's all it's about, really, So with that, it was fine with that. And I also like the initial scene, like the first start off like the build up where it's like, well, what do you fear? Do you fear bacteria? No. Viruses? No. Uh, this? No. I fear fungi. I'm afraid of fungi. The only reason the cordyceps virus is is not a threat is because it can't survive in high temperatures, and the human body is it has a high temperature, so of course it ain't gonna survive in the body. But what happens if that cordyceps, if the fungi evolves to survive in higher temperatures? What happens then? Now we have a problem because then we have vessels of the fungi in human bodies, and it's scary. And it's like that was a good scene because it's a build up. It's a perfect build up. It starts off good. The dude was arrogant as fuck. I mean, the damn dude who was sitting with his legs crossed, asking questions. He was arrogant as fuck, and you can see it. But when that dude made his points, his ass went from arrogant to actually listening to that old man. He went. It was in the '90s. It was in 1993 when that episode, when not episode, but like the the beginning of the start of the show. This is spoilers. If you haven't watched the shit, I'm sorry. If you're in this far in, I I can't. I'll say spoilers. You know what? I'll put Last of Us Last of Us show, spoilers, and talking about random shit, part 14, Last of Us show spoilers. There you go. There you go. So you don't get fucked up if you're willing, if you're going to watch it. So I don't fuck you up because it can happen. It can happen, and and that would be. It's not a review. This is not a fucking review. I guess you can call it a review, but it's not. It's just something to talk about. It's something to talk about. It ain't a review. It's just something to talk about. But with that being said, I didn't expect that they were going to get like really close to the original in terms of voice acting and having the actress for Marlene be the literal actress in the game. I didn't think they would be. I didn't know they were going that close. So that's good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm glad they took a couple liberties for certain scenes. I'm glad they did. Because if they did a fucking front to back, just a TV show version of the literal fucking game, I would have fucking said this shit was ass. I would have said it was ass the moment I saw it. I'm glad they took some fucking liberties. I'm glad they did. Fuck that. They better not fucking do that shit. See, episode 2 better not have any, I mean, take some fucking liberty. Damn, make this shit good. Don't fucking sit here and just copy and paste from the fucking video game. Take some parts from the video game, like they did in episode 1. That was good when they took parts out and used them. It was perfectly fine. That was good. But don't fucking sit here and start fucking copy and paste. I don't want to copy and paste. You can play the game if you want copy and if you want the fucking video game, you know what I'm saying? Play the game. If you want the game, play the game. This ain't the game. This is a show. So they want to take some liberties. The whole Robert section where Robert dies from them trying to, when he was trying to sell the battery the first time, and he was scared of Joel. He's like, fuck no, don't get Joel on me, please, 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 I beg you, please, please, please. And she's like, just let me go, and I won't do shit. Joel won't do shit. I have him under control. He won't do shit. So you know what I mean? And then he goes and tries to sell the battery again. He sells it the first time, failed to sell it or whatever, and then he goes to sell it again to the Marlene and them, and then they kill him, and the deal goes sour, and then they kill him. And in the fight, Marlene's people got killed. Also, Robert's people is dead, and Robert's dead too. So Robert doesn't get killed by Joel and them, and Joel and Tess. So instead of that happening, it's Marlene's people killing Robert, and the battery's fucked anyway. It was corroded as hell, so they couldn't even use that battery to go to get Tommy. So when they made the offer, hey, if you bring Ellie to my people, you can have the car and guns, all you need to go get Tommy. You get all that. And Joel said, you know what? Okay, fine. But if you people screw me, if your people try to screw me, I'm killing the girl. Like instantly, just said straight up. This little girl looked at her for 5 seconds. This girl, she's like 14, dead ass said them straight up. Said, "I'll kill her if they try to fuck me. I'll kill her." Instantly said, "I'll kill her." Like the very moment he agreed, he said, "If they fuck me, I'll kill them. If they try to fuck me, I will kill her." And she's like, "Go for it. You good? You're good. Go for it." Told him straight up, "Yes, you can do it. You can kill her." And Ellie's like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with you? You just gonna let him kill me?" It's like that was good. That was good. I like that. Cause it's like it showed that Joe is not like he is gone. Like like him being a caring man, that shit gone. He is broken. He is gone. His humanity has left. When his daughter died, humanity went out the fucking window for him. They even talked about the scene of, "Oh, your watch broken," and even the scene where he's like it was during he was like going to sleep. When he was going to sleep, he's like, I'm killing time. What am I supposed to do? Whatever you gotta do to kill time, I don't care." And it's like she's like, "Your watch broken," and goes right to sleep. Don't care, And that was a good scene. That was a good scene too. I like that. Because it's reminiscent to the video game, but not too. It's not heavy hand. It's not ham fisted. That's the point. It's good. It's good because these sections of the game is not ham fisted. They're sparse. That's what's good. They're sparse. So you don't feel like it's ham fisted. You don't feel like they're forcing it. They're forcing the game onto you in the show. You don't feel it. It's not ham fisted. So I like that. They did a good job with that. They did a really good job with that. That's why I have high hopes for the second episode, because if they can do that and make that first episode good and not feel ham-fisted, I think they could do a good episode 2. But season 2 is going to be one weird fucking game. I mean, one weird fucking season. Season 2 going to be fucking weird. I ain't going to lie. Season 2 is going to be one. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they might do a better job in season 2 than they could do. Because I really do believe if they do this right, they can actually make the show's version of Last of Us 2 better. They can. They really can. Because if you can build up Abby's character for season 2, think about it. You can have all your hatred for season 2, Last of Us 2. I fucking hate that game. Fuck that game, that woke piece of shit. But if they can write that shit, if they can build that character really well, and then kill Joel off, oh come on, you gonna like that shit. You will, cause they just gotta build it right. That's what's really concerning me is season 2. The real concern is season 2. How will they do season 2? That's the real concern. That's the real one. Season 1, I'm not concerned for. I feel like they can do a good season 1. I feel like season 1 is gonna be good. I have a feeling season 1 it's gonna be good. I feel like it's gonna be good. So for me, I'm not too concerned for season 1. So I'm coming at it with open-mindedness and just fairness, fair open-mindedness, and just giving it the fair shake, because season 1 is there. Season 2 is on a rocky foot because I didn't like Last of Us 2, but they could have made Last of Us 2 good. It was just that they didn't properly build up to Joel's death. They didn't properly build to his death, and they didn't build there. They just went straight for it. Joel's death. Abby kills Joel instantly. Nothing. Like there was no build up. There was nothing. It was just Joel dies. Now Abby kills Joel, and then you just going after Abby the entire game until you switch off to Abby, and then you gotta play Abby for a long ass time, and then go back to Ellie, and then try to kill her again, and then at the end stop for random reason. So they didn't build it right. You could tell the pacing and building, the world building and the pacing was fucked for part 2. For part 2, it was fucked. Last of Us 2 was fucked on arrival because they didn't want to. They want to go straight for killing Joel, which was a stupid play. because they could have easily build up to Joel's death, and then Abby kills him, and then part three is Ellie trying to avenge Joel, which you already build up Abby's character, so you empathize with her goal for killing Joel. And when Joel's finally dead, you have a hard because that's what they wanted. They wanted you to fight. Oh, I want her to die because she killed Joel, but it's like it's a fair reason. You're fighting both. You're like, God damn it, I fuck with both of the characters, and I want both of them to win. But it's hard to choose because they built the character up. They didn't do that. They just said kill Joel off, and then you had to figure out. You had to, you had to, you know, have that hard decision. It's like it's not really a hard decision when you didn't build the character. It's like I'll give you an example. Let's say, shit. I haven't seen I haven't read Berserk or anything of that shit. But I'm a try and see if I can. No, actually, that's a bad example because I ain't see Berserk like that. I didn't watch Berserk and stuff. I just know Griffin is a asshole. I just know that much. That people talk about Griffin being such a piece of shit. That's all I know is that Griffin's a piece of shit. Cause people keep saying Griffin's a piece of shit. Griffin's a piece of shit. That's all I know. So that's not fair. I'll say this. I'll give you an example. Um, fuck. I can't. I'm trying to think of one. A good example of a revenge plot, but you also empathize with the Avenger, because I can empathize with both. I can empathize with Abby's wanting to kill Joel. I do. Shit. Let's say Joel killed my dad. I'll put that fucker head on a pike if it was me. If it was me, I'll put that fucker's head on a pike and make her. I'll put his head on a fucking pike. I'll put Joel's head on a fucking pike if it was my dad who got killed by Joel. I would have fucking put his head on a fucking pike myself. But that's why I can see Abby's side, but it's like you don't have a character until later in the game, and I don't fucking care for you. Because they did it too early. They killed Joel off too fucking early, and then they tried to deceive the players by using trailers deceptively, by putting Joel in scenes he ain't gonna be in the game because he's dead. That shit's ass. That's why I didn't like Last of Us 2. They really wanted to deceive the player instead of showing the player what they're gonna get. Trash. That shit was dog shit. That shit was ass. And I didn't like that shit. I did not like that. I did not like they tried to deceive the players from the trailers, because the trailers were so fucking deceptive. They're so deceptive. Fucking the scene where Joel puts his hand over Ellie's mouth, and says, "You really think I let you do this on your own?" That is very fucking deceptive, because that's not in the fucking game. Jesse does that. Jesse does that, not fucking Joel. Jesse. So he says that, and when you watch Berlizzi play, he's like, "You don't say that. You don't say that." And it's like, yeah, because Joe says that. You don't get to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's very deceptive. It's so deceptive. It's so goddamn deceptive. I'm sorry for this being long and shit, but it's just something to talk about. Sorry for this being long, though. It's long-winded, I know. It could be summed up in like less words, but hey, it's a video, and I like doing these. I like talking. I like doing this stuff. It's fun. It's fun just walking around talking about this shit. It's fun. It's enjoyable for me anyway. So when I watched it was good. So I just think the revenge plot for Last of Us 2, for this, if they're gonna do season 2, and it's gonna be Abby, they gotta world build. They gotta build her character. But I have a feeling that shit's dead on arrival. I feel like that's dead on arrival. The reason why, because people hate Abby already. We have, you know what I'm saying? No one's gonna give Abby a fair shake. I don't feel like no one will. Like, that feels like dead on a fucking arrival. It feels dead on arrival. And I hope it don't be. I feel like they can do it. if they do a good world building with Abby's character, instead of making it, oh, it's similar to Ellie's story, that shit was ass. They tried to make it like, oh, both stories they're both similar characters, like they're both similar. And I found the analogy. I fucks with Kratos' revenge, but I also think it's retarded. His revenge against the gods was fucking slow. I'm gonna be real with you. When he killed Ares, I agreed, but I also disagree with Kratos. I agree. Killing Ares was smart. Killing Ares was good. That was a good. His revenge for Ares was good. His revenge for all the other gods was dog shit. It was trash. The gameplay for God of War 2, good. Story, ass. God of War 3 story, ass. Be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real about that. You telling me when Athena warned Kratos not to be destroying these fucking cities, to back the fuck off and stop destroying as many cities as he was, when she warned him to chill his ass out and he didn't listen, it wasn't warranted for Zeus to betray him? It wasn't warranted at that point when literally Athena said, with every city you destroy, the wrath of Olympus grows. Soon I can no longer protect you. I need no protection. Then you leave me no choice. You leave me no choice. I have to legit leave. I can't protect you no more. You leave me no choice. I can't protect you. I was protecting you from Zeus, because Zeus wanted to fucking kill you. I've been protecting you. So now you leave me no choice. I'm not gonna protect you no more. Now Zeus he's gonna do what he wanted to do, is kill you. He wanted to kill you, so he's gonna do it now. And I'm sitting there saying, that was warranted. He could have chilled his ass out, but he chose not to. So, guess what? You deserve what you got. But then the game won't pretend that Zeus is the bad guy. Fuck off. Fuck off. The guy sitting there saying, every god you kill is causing destruction. I don't care. I want to kill Zeus for betraying me. Nigga, you did... What? Nigga, you could have listened to Athena in the first place, and you wouldn't have to worry about this bullshit. It's stupid. Each plot point is dumb. It's stupid. His revenge was dumb against the gods of his revenge against the gods of Olympus is fucking retarded. It was slow. It was dumb. I like the game. I love the game playing God of War 2. I love it. I love God of War 2 and 3's gameplay. But the story is fucking awful. If you really pay attention to the story, it is fucking awful. Kratos' revenge is not justified. It is not justified revenge. None of it was justified revenge. Not a single ounce of it was justified. Not a single ounce of it. Killing Zeus was not justified because Athena told him to back the fuck down and chill the fuck out. She told him to do that shit. She told him to chill the fuck out, but he didn't chill. He said, I have no chill. I chill to no one. Okay, well, fine. Now, guess what? Now you about to get bopped by Zeus. I don't give a fuck. That's your problem. I only want to kill Zeus. Anyone who stands my way gets killed anyway. I only want to kill Zeus. For what? He betrayed me. Nigga, he even said, you the one who betrayed me. I said, hey, chill your ass out before I have to come down here and whoop your ass like a dad should. Don't make me have to whoop your ass. Chill out. I'm cool with you. Chill your ass out though. Chill out with the destroying of cities. Chill out with that shit. Chill out. And I ain't got no problems with you. Chill the fuck out though. And he said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not doing that. And he gonna continue. Like, you're justified though? You're justified though? Kratos is justified? Yeah, right. Bullshit. He ain't no motherfucking justified. You lying like a motherfucker. Stop all that lying shit. That's the bullshit. The stories are fuck. The only good God of War story out of the trilogy is one. One, because it makes sense. He became a slave to Ares. He did with his bidding. He did all the fucked up shit. And then Ares betrays him, and because he knows that Kratos is a crazy motherfucker who kills a bunch of people and is a murderer and all this stuff, and he's blood drunk. When he goes to war and fights, he gets blood drunk, battle drunk. So he doesn't pay attention to who the fuck he's fighting. He gets battle drunk. So all he did was literally just turned Kratos into the direction of his family and had him kill his family because he know he'll get battle drunk while fighting the people in the village. He'll get battle drunk and then kill his family. He knew that, so he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose so that he would get battle drunk and do it. You know, so it made sense that Kratos kills Ares. It made sense. It made sense that he wants revenge against Ares. It made fucking sense. It actually did make sense. God of War 2 and 3 don't make sense because he isn't justified. He wasn't. At each atrocity he commits to kill Zeus is not fucking justified. Athena told him to chill out. Athena told him to chill the fuck out. He proceeds to not chill the fuck out. So she says, fuck it, I'm not protecting you no more. I warned you, I'm not protecting you no more. Now Zeus gets to do what he wanted to do in the first place and kill you. He's gonna kill you now so he can actually have you chill the fuck out when you die. And Gaia used that Kratos was killed by Zeus. So she turned his rage that Zeus betrays him, even though it's not a real betrayal when you're the one doing shit when the other person tell you to chill the fuck out. But okay, you got betrayed. Fine, whatever. You want to say betrayal? Good for you. It's not, but okay. Turn his whole hate again, battle drunk shit. His whole I'm a warrior, get drunk on fighting on Zeus and the gods of Olympus because she has gripes with them for the Titan War and stuff. So it makes sense for Gaia's plan to use Kratos as a tool made sense. That made sense too. So that's good. That's a good plot line. That's a great plot line. The Gaia using Kratos as a tool made sense. But just like how in God of War 1, they used Kratos as a tool in that game as well to kill Ares. They used him as a tool as well. They used Kratos as a tool to kill Ares because he was acting up the same way Kratos was. And they wanted him to stop. But none of the gods could intervene. None of them could fight Ares. None of them could actually attack Ares. There was like a rule that Zeus had. No gods can fight Ares. No gods can attack Ares. So they had to get Kratos to do it. And they promised to get rid of his visions or forgive him for his sins. Even though they did say your visions will be gone. Even though they said that, they said, oh, we forgive your sins. No mortal nor God should forget the atrocities you did. Not a God nor mortal should forget that shit. You should remember that. Fuck you. You need to remember that shit. So that was made, that was fucked up. But again, the first game, his revenge made sense. After that, nope, dog shit. But outside of everything else was good. The music, the combat, the magic, the powers, all of it was good. Just the story was ass. The second and third story was ass. The only good story in the trilogy was the first one. After that, everything else was dog shit. All the other two were dog shit. The stories were dog shit because they were not justified. The reason why I call it ass is not because the plots didn't make sense or all the plot beats didn't work in tandem and shit. Is because it just I didn't feel like it was justified, which means something to me. So that's why I thought it was ass. So I'll end it here.